Well, that's kind of crazy whenever it can fit either direction, but I have no clue which way it was when I took it off 2 years ago. Welcome back to Bad Attitude C10. Well, today I went on out and I put the trim on my grill, and I went on ahead and did a little deal with the Bowtie Emblem, and I'm going to get y'all's input on that, so stick around. And to sum the new camera up in one word, junk. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Stay tuned. Well, I kind of lucked out last year and I came across this grill trim on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy wanted $80 for the pair, which is basically buy one, get one free. Couldn't afford it, and I reached out and contacted him and said, hey dude, would you take $50 for the pair? And he said yes, so hey, they belong to me now. So we're going to start off by go ahead and putting these on, and I used a permanent marker because I tried a dry erase in the past, and if you hit them it just comes off. So I can't mark these from the back side, so I'm going to go ahead and just mark it on the inside. And the hose are just basically going to be marked on the trim, and I'll use brake cleaner on a rag later, which I'll show you. The permanent marker will come right off. So after marking the hose, we're going to go ahead and move on to the clips. Now when it comes to these clips, guys, I like the single spring, and these are made for a different year model. The 67 usually requires a dual spring setup, but when you put them on, they do not move. The single springs, actually, when you get them on there, they move quite freely until you put them in a bind. So as you can see, this one's on and it just slides right through the hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this and pop all these spring clips in, and we'll go from there. Now guys, the internet is littered with these spring clips being installed, so I wasn't going to bore y'all with it, and plus with my fat hands and fingers getting in the way, I thought I was going to give you some pretty clean footage, but yeah, it didn't happen. Now if you notice, the bottom and the top holes are, directly above, kind of like in a vertical pattern. So I just marked one side, and then when I put the clips on the other side, I just line them up, in line with the other one, and generally, they fall into place. Now once you start installing these, there are times that you might get a little tension on them, because I put the nuts on them and then go from there. Speaking of the nuts, these guys have like a star washer made on them, and guys, whenever you're putting these on, just remember, it is a lock washer setup, so you don't have to like monkey wrench these things on. Just get them on there snug and go a little bit, and when they bite, and they're going to be locked into place. Now as you can see here, once I got the other nut started on some of them, this one would not slide for me because it's in a bind. So I just got out a pair of needle nose and just gently pulled the trim back and slid it over, and there it is, voila. So then I got the nut started on my back a bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and work my way down to the other side, and then we'll get some tools out and start snugging these guys up. Now guys, I just grabbed a little 1/4 inch ratchet and extension with a 3/8 socket, and it was shallow. So whenever I first started tightening these up, they would get snug, but I couldn't get them tight. So I did go back and grab a deep socket later.
Certified fail.
So yep, you guessed it, we lost our camera again. So guys, I'll get back on that subject in just a second, but right now I'm going to show you. So here's the blue marker you can see. I'm going to use just a rag with a little bit of brake cleaner, and I sprayed it on there, and it just wipes right off. So again, it's just standard run-of-your-mill brake cleaner, and I don't saturate it majorly. I just spray a little bit on. In this case I used Summit and just sprayed it directly to the blue, shop towel, and just went to wiping. So let me wipe all this off, the rest of it, and then we're gonna get started marking the other ones for the bottom. So after marking the bottom ones, we're gonna go ahead and start putting in the spring clips and go from there. Now guys, I'm gonna super time lapse this because, we've already pretty much did the first one and you saw it, and we're just gonna roll with it and move on. And guys, as far as the new camera, the battery took a dump. It wouldn't come out of the camera, and when I finally got it out, it had swelled up, and I couldn't even get it to hold a charge. Go figure. Somebody had mentioned about the little black spots and stuff on the fender. I'm going to use a little water on a shop towel and show y'all. It's just like, I don't know if it's bug shit, dirt shit, bird shit, or what, but it just wipes right off. It's not scratches and dings. Now, the two holes you see here in the middle of the grill are actually for the Bowtie Emblem, and for the life of me, guys, I cannot remember which direction this thing was. Now, I didn't know if I want to leave this the red that's faded, kind of like the burnt colored orange red or what, or if I should fill it in black. But number one, we got to figure out which way this goes on. So when I put it on the shallow side or thinner side up, which is the way I thought that it was, it has a hole in it. I mean, it's not really a hole, it's a gap where it's cut out right in this top area, which means it could fill up with water and stuff, and I don't think that'd be very good. So this is the way I originally put it on, and then I was like, well, hell, did it go the other way? So I flipped it, and now it looks like this. Which way do y'all think looks right? So before y'all give me any feedback in the comment section, let me know which way this goes. This is the thin side up. I'm going to kind of do a Blair Witch drive-by. Remember, I'm wheelchair bound, so I'm kind of shaky. But that is with the thin side facing up. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove it and put it back on with the thick side facing up. And I'll do another side view and let you see. And to me, I think it looks kind of cool with the thick side up. But then again, I mean, I don't know. I even went to some of the forums and looked in the debate. Some people have thin, some people have thick. So I don't know. Is it just whatever floats your boat or what? So y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think, which way it should be. And next time, I'm going to go ahead and install the turn signals and see about fixing the headlight buckets for our LED lights. And that way we can get more of a complete look at the grill. Until then, thanks for watching.